So what are the best practices if you do want to use AI agent mode in ChatGPT? One, make sure that you add verification. Two, ask for sources. Three, make sure you use human work approval. And four, create a custom GPT so you can use it again and again. So there is value here. So when we look at the value of it, if we look at autonomy and risk, you see that there's different types of ways that you can use agent mode in ChatGPT. The rule of thumb is look for areas which are low risk that can give you the ability to be successful, that can also require low levels of autonomy. And that's what you should automate first and then go from there. Now, I'm not going to go into detail about each of these categories, but this is a good framework for you to begin to think about areas that you want to create agentic AI and figure out where they should go. All right, so let's say that you use this tool and you begin to think about it. What next? Well, next you need to begin to think about, how do I choose my first pilot? So what's a good first pilot? Clear inputs, clear outputs, clear stops, clear levels of success. It's easy to know if it's wrong. It's very repetitive and they have an API. What not to do for your first pilot. Don't do anything high stakes. Don't run your entire organization on agentic AI until you learn how. Pilot it. Make sure that you know where you're headed. I was talking to someone that was talking about using AI, and I said, what's your success metric? And he said, I just want to make it better. And that's not a good answer. You need to have clear metrics and clear outcomes of what you're trying to achieve. If there's no tools, the agent can't act, you don't need agentic AI. If it's political or a high likelihood it's going to fail, don't use agentic AI, because these tools, while they've improved, are still not all the way there yet, because there's still risks. We still have the potential for hallucination. The tool could be set up wrong. It could be that the agent goes too far in their permission structure, that you can't stop checking it. You can't do anything with it. So we have to be very careful, and we have to put guardrails in place. And those guardrails can include access, meaning I only allow certain roles to access these tools. I only allow these kind of safe approaches or these safe kind of things that we can do. I'm going to put approval gates in there. I'm going to make sure that people don't use it too much. Those are access-based. Or I can say, I want to verify it. I want to make sure that we're successful. I want to put logs in place. So you can see that you should be putting guardrails in place in order for you to move forward agentic AI. So we know now the basics of it. We know where we could go. We know how to pilot it. What's a roadmap inside your organization? Let's say you're sitting back and you say, all right, I get it. Where do I start? Identify your pilot. Look for 2 to 3 pilots that are very easy to define, in which there's clear outcomes and you can clearly execute it. Make sure that you have the tools and permission. Make sure you understand the risk. So begin by identifying very clearly which workflows that you want to go to. Number 2, build, evaluate, implement it, sandbox it, create test cases. Third, roll it out. Use a small launch, iterate, figure out what to do. Then lastly, and only when you go through that, figure out if it's working or not. Pivot, expand, and move from there. This is an area in which you need to have a lot of strategic experimentation in order for you to be successful. All right. As we draw to a close here today, I want to give you 5 ideas to remember, 5 things to take away about agentic AI. Number 1, agentic AI is goal-driven in tool using. Generative AI did not use action. Agentic AI does. So, number 1, agentic AI executes. Number 2, most value of agentic AI is going to come from your ability to integrate your workflow, not from a clever prompt. You see a shift here. So really the area we're in now is about prompt engineering and learning the prompts, and that will still continue to be true. But the skills that you learned to create prompts aren't the skills of agentic AI. Agentic AI is about workflow integration and not about prompts. Number 3, you need to understand governance, autonomy, and guardrails. We are not turning our organization over to AI. We're not simply saying, you're in charge, go. No, the human must be in the loop. You need governance. You need to decide how much autonomy you're going to give your agents and what guardrails they need to operate within. Number 4, start with something measurable, a measurable pilot, and a clear KPI. Make sure you know where you're headed. And lastly, once you become successful, go slow, be responsible, adapt your metrics, adapt your tools, increase your autonomy. This is the next step in AI. And agentic AI is going to be fundamentally important. Now you're saying, okay, I get it. I'm here at New State and I want to expand myself and I want to grow myself. How do I get ready for the agentic AI revolution as an employee? You've already taken the first step by beginning to understand agentic AI. What should you do next? Look around. Start to look in your organization and identify potential use cases for agentic AI. Where could it be used? How could it be used? Start to think about your own job. What can you do in your job where an agent could be effective? Experiment yourself. There's tools, there's platforms, there's approaches. Experiment with agent mode in ChatGPT and see what you can do. So begin to experiment, identify those use cases yourself, and begin to pilot and experiment. AI is such an exciting time, and right now it's such an exciting time to be in AI. So I encourage you to experiment and try and play, because we never know where we're gonna go, but the future ahead is so bright.